Hi, my name is Cheryl Putt, and I am the coach at Practical Parenting Coaching, where I provide parents with ways to yell less and be harmonious in their households. And today I'm coming to you with a Momming Monday Facebook Live, and I wanted to talk to you about perfection. So last night I was I was standing in front of the sink and getting ready to wash dishes and feeling really frustrated because it seems like there's always dishes. Now, it's odd because we moved into a smaller place about a month ago, and I don't remember having this many dishes, but for whatever reason, it just seems like I'm always doing them. They're always there, and I don't know if it's because the kitchen is smaller, the sink is smaller, so hiding things throughout the day is not possible. I mean, I used to do dishes once a day, but now I feel like I need to do them 3 times a day through everything else that's going on. I mean, I'm at work during the day, so I don't know what's going on, how they're piling up, but they are. So I was sitting there last night and I was thinking to myself, more likely hearing comments of my own and other people's in my head that says, you know, you really need to get your kids doing chores, and one of those chores needs to be washing dishes. My kids I have an 8th grader and a 5th grader, and I agree completely, wholeheartedly. But here's the thing, and this is something that I've noticed about myself. I've known this about myself for a really long time, is that I like things done a certain way. I have a certain system or a certain order where things need to happen. And I'm very particular about things, especially, for example, when it comes to the kitchen. And I feel like this is not a job that I can trust to hand over to my kids to be able to do it the right way. So this is sort of my way of perfectionism, and how my perfectionism, you know, you think about how your perfectionism gets in the way of you doing something, you know, where you're constantly redoing because it's not done right the first or the second or the third time, and so you can never really get to the end of what it is you're trying to do. Well, I'm sabotaging. I guess I am sort of self-sabotaging, because what it means is now I'm not allowing anyone else to do something that they need to do and that would be helpful to me. You know, take it off my plate, pun intended. But because of my need for perfection, it's actually really, really hard. I feel like I'm not ready to give that up. And so knowing that about myself, I guess in some ways I don't have to beat myself up for not making my kids do the dishes. I definitely want them to do it, but I also need to get to a place where I can let go of that. I can let go of that need to have it done a certain way. There's a part of my brain that thinks, well, they're your kids, so you can train them to do it the way that you want to do it. And while that is certainly true, there also comes a need for patience with that. And I'm a super patient person, but for some reason I feel anxious when I think about teaching my kids to wash the dishes the way that I want them to be washed. So perfectionism, I think, is a big hurdle for a lot of parents to get over in order to have their kids do something. I mean, it's definitely a hurdle to get over to have yourself do something, but even to have your kids do something, it's a hurdle you have to jump over. In life, I mean, no one is ever going to do anything the exact way that you do it. And you cannot do everything. As much as myself and probably many of you believe that you are superwoman or that you can achieve superwoman status. You can't, and you shouldn't have to. And the reality is that the kids especially are going to be growing up, and they're going to be needing to do a lot of things on their own. And the only way that they're going to really know how to do it is if you teach them, is if you let go of your perfectionism and allow them to do it. So this is something that I was thinking about last night and realizing I really, really need to learn, or to figure out really. It's not a learning process per se, but figure out, how am I going to let go of this perfectionism piece so that I can allow my kids to help out, be a part of the family, and make my life a lot easier, while I'm also teaching them important skills for their development, for their growth, and for their independence from me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today, that, you know, your perfection is your perfectionistic tendencies, if you have them, are sure to get in your way. Don't let them beat you up. You know, I think we all have a little bit or a lot of it, and it's just natural. It's just who we are. And what we need to really do is figure out how we can work with that or work around that to get to the goals that we want to achieve. And in this case, it's to get my kids to do the dishes. And I just need to just sit back and allow them to do that, and do something different with my anxiety so that I can get through it too. So I hope this was helpful for you. You're not alone in this. Moms have a hard journey, and there's lots of obstacles that are already in our way, and lots of obstacles that we throw in our way. But if we stick together and we support each other, we can get through it together. So this has been Momming Monday. You can find me on Facebook at Practical Parenting Coaching. I have a Facebook page there, as well as you can find me on my website at practicalparentingcoaching.com. And I look forward to seeing you next Monday for Momming Mondays. And I hope you have a blessed day. Enjoy your day, enjoy your kids, enjoy your family, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.